Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Sarah. This is Raven's Crochet. I almost forgot what my channel name was. It's been so long since I've been here. And this is my furry feline Raven. Say hi, Raven. I know it's been a few weeks, at least 2 weeks since we've been on here. I've been doing a lot. I've been going through a lot. Raven's hungry and it's not her dinner time yet. She's got nibbles in the kitchen. I know she wants her tuna. So I can't divulge many details. It's really, really bad what I've been going through the past 2 months. April 19th, which is the exact same day as the Oklahoma City Memorial bombing. It will stick with me for the rest of my life. That is the day that I literally had to disown 3 of my family members. It hurts the bottom of my heart to the bottom of my core. Ever since my grandpa passed in February, things with my mother's side of the family have been going downhill, and they're pretty much kaput. But I've been trying to stay positive, and I've been trying to stay focused on my yarn. I'm also in between jobs now. Yeah, I lost my job, but I got another job, and I'm starting another job tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. Honestly, though, I'm really, really glad that I'm not with my previous job. Not to mention the fact that there has been no AC for the past 2 months. And the contracting maintenance company who was hired to fix our AC, they felt so bad for us. They were not allowed from our corporate office to fix the AC properly. So they put in 3 temporary units to keep the store cool. And they're not even keeping the entire store cool. We have 3 little bitty cold zones where those units are all sitting. I got hair and yarn fuzzies all over me. I've been organizing yarn, petting Raven. So anyways, no AC, a lot of other machines falling apart, people being unfriendly, customers and co-workers can't stay. We had people coming in left and right because we just couldn't find anyone reliable. I'm just over it. I'm over it. I'm with another company now. I'm so glad. I'm so thankful. But while I'm on here, I do want to ask for your help, please. I do have several mystery boxes still for sale. Lots of yarn filled up to the brim. I put goodie bags in there at the bottom, pretty much a thank you gift. I still have lots of yarn. I organized a lot of my yarn, and as you can see here, I have a new shelf here, and I'll go over this with you here in a minute. And I have a finished object. I thought I had 2. Yeah, I have 2 finished objects, so I'll have to get up and go get the other one. Other than job hunting and playing with my yarn, that's all I've been doing. Literally, I've been at home. I run to the store when I need to for groceries or something to drink, or if I need to run an errand. The post office is still right across the street, so it's very handy. I do still have a summertime giveaway I wanted to do, so to celebrate, the first day of summer and, swim time and everything. And I know that I'm behind on that now, so I do apologize for being behind. But I am still getting that giveaway prepped. I just added a whole bunch of stuff to it yesterday, in fact. And, yeah, I just have a lot of summertime goodies to throw in there. And I think sometime next month, I'll be able to ship that off. I'll be able to do a giveaway next month and ship that off. I need to catch up with my monthly bills since I lost my job and everything. So again, if you have any interest at all in buying a mystery box, please let me know. Please email me at ravenscrochet21@gmail.com. My email is always listed in the description box below the video. And I also have mystery bags. They're cheaper, they're smaller. So if you want a mystery bag, I have several of those too. So let me go get you my other finished object. I actually have more than 2, come to think of it. I've got one finished object hanging up over here in my studio. Okay, here it is. I'm going to leave a video in the description box down below of where I got the idea for this. This is a purse that I made just a few days ago. I used 2 strands together of a worsted weight acrylic, 100% washable and dryable. I started at the bottom and I did half double crochets. And instead of doing the stitch that JaydaNStitches shows in her tutorial, I did a different stitch. This is the split shell stitch. chain, you 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, then you go over to the next shell, and you pretty much do these shells right on top of each other. And then I made the handle. I just did half double crochets back and forth, maybe 7 stitches across, and then I hand sewed it on both ends. And I decreased a little bit around the top edge to close in the top opening a little bit, so it wouldn't be as big. But using 2 strands of a worsted weight acrylic, machine washable and dryable, this will make a great purse. Or you can make it bigger and make like a gym bag or a bag to take to the pool with you. You can make a ginormous size and make like a laundry bag, whatever. But anyways, JaydaNStitches did this a couple of weeks ago, I think. And she used yarn in the similar colors. She used Bernat cotton yarn. I'm using acrylic yarn from Hobby Lobby because it's what I could get access to. But she used these 2 colors, not these exact colors, because again, she used Bernat cotton. Again, I will leave that link in the description box below if you want to see her tutorial. But she used colors, 2 colors together that look very similar to these. She had one that was blue, purple, white, and then she had another one that was multicolor, and the rainbow kind of repeats. So working with these 2 together, you're supposed to have splotches of like lighter rainbows, and then a splotch of darker rainbows, splotch of lighter, splotch of darker, so it almost looks like a diagonal stripe, you know, instead of this where you have all the colors mixed in all together. The yarn I used for this was Red Heart Monet, and the other one was like a purple, pink, and blue oceany color. It was this brand of yarn. I just don't remember the color name, but one was Red Heart Monet, and the other one was like a pink, purple, and blue mixture, like an oceanic color scheme, where the colors were more blended together than they are with this, where this kind of got this kind of color stripes, and this might pool if you do the stitch count right. But the 2 colors I'm using from I Love This Yarn, this is called Sea Spray Ombre, and this color is Instant Classic. Instant Classic on the rainbow, and Sea Spray Ombre on the blue and purple and white. So I'm going to try these together and see how that turns up whenever I can get to it. This purse literally only took me 3 hours. If you need a quick handmade gift for a girl pal or your mom, this is perfect. Perfect. It took me 3 hours to make it. Other finished object I finished my scarf. This is Scarfy yarn. I used 2 skeins. I bought the skeins from Joann's. I think they were like $8 or $9 a piece. And I'll talk to you here in a minute about the stitch. So I used 2 skeins, and it pretty much just goes to right there. And this will be really nice to keep my neck warm and my chest warm underneath my coat. I really wish I had more yarn of this to make a matching hat. The colorway I used is literally called Eggplant Taupe. Eggplant Taupe. And yeah, Scarfy yarn. It's a Lion brand. Eggplant Taupe. And that's the color scheme if you get like black and white. This is literally Eggplant and Taupe, and it's so gorgeous. The stitch pattern I used, I'm not sure what it's called. Krista at the Secret Yarnery, if not already, is currently trying to ask her subscribers what kind of name she should give this. She wants it to be like in the granny named category, like a granny shell stitch of some kind. I'm simply just calling it the granny shell stitch. Granny shell stitch, that's easy to remember. She bought a little bitty baby blanket from like a thrift store. And she got it just so she could replicate the pattern. And I waited for like 2 weeks for her. Like the very first day she displayed that little small blanket in her video. Some of you may know who Krista is at the Secret Yarnery. If you don't, go check it out. She's so knowledgeable, and she does beginner online tutorials through YouTube. So she does free beginner classes if you don't have any experience crocheting, or if you have just a smidge of experience. She's really good at teaching beginners. But anyways, I waited for a few weeks, 2-3 weeks, for her to share the pattern for this stitch. And I'm like, come on. You know, I wanted to give her a chance to share it, but I was like, I want to crochet that stitch so bad. You know, like when you see a certain stitch, you're just like, I have to drop everything else I'm doing right now. I need to put down all my other products. I need to crochet this stitch right now. Well, 3 weeks went by and I'm like, you know what? I give up. I took a screenshot. I paused the video, one of her videos, and I took a screenshot of the blanket. And I copied the shell stitch down to a T. Now, I'm calling this okay because I figured this stitch out all on my own, all by myself. I didn't seek anybody's help. I never saw Krista upload a tutorial on this stitch. I think she did mention she was going to share it with us, but I don't know when that's going to be. So I have a pattern written out for this. And to make up for my absence, I'm sharing this shell stitch pattern with you guys. It is a 1-row repeat. It's super, super easy. You pretty much, all it is a single crochet in between your shells. Single crochet, 7 double crochets for the shell, single crochet. 7 double crochets for the shell, single crochet, repeat, repeat, repeat. The very end of each row, you do 3 double crochets for the very end, chain 1, turn, do it all again. Super easy. You start with a single crochet, and then you do your 7 double crochet, and then you do your single crochet back and forth, and then you're putting your 7 double crochet shell stitches on top of your single crochets, and then your single crochets go on top of your shell stitches, right in the very center. That's why you have 7. So that 4th stitch right in the middle of the shell, that's where you're going to insert your single crochets upon the next row. And then again, like I said, at the very end of each row, you will do 3 double crochets. It's super easy once you get the hang of it. It's a 1-row repeat. I am all about 1-row repeats. If it is more than a 3-row repeat, I will not do the pattern. Most likely, I will not do it. So there are some 3-row repeat patterns I've tried to figure out, and some of them I can't figure out because the way they're written, but that happens. So anyways, 2 skeins, and I think I chained 63. This is a multiple of, I don't remember what the stitch multiple is, but again, I have the pattern, and if I do not have it uploaded already right now, it will be uploaded within the next 24 hours, well, within the next 12 hours by tonight. It will be on my community page. You will see a picture of this, and I'm going to call it the Granny Shell Stitch, and I will have the complete pattern along with a stitch multiple and the finishing row too. The finishing row pretty much just mimics the exact same way that you began on your chain stitch, because when you first start this pattern, you skip 3 chains, and then when you do your finishing row, you just slip stitch and then chain 3, slip stitch, chain 3, and you slip stitch on top of your shells and then on top of your single crochets, and it pretty much does the exact same side. Here, let me show you. So there's the beginning. This is where I chained. You chain 3, and then you do your shell, or you skip 3, do your shell, skip 3, do a single crochet, skip 3, shell. You get the gist. And then you're doing the opposite on the finishing row. You slip stitch and then chain 3, slip stitch, chain 3. So it works out great. And I love wider scarves. This is a chain of 63. I don't like a chain of 20, under 30. If it's under 30, it's not wide enough for me. So, I have other finished objects. I finished a hot pad. My grandmother's birthday is this coming Saturday, 2 days from now. So, we're going to celebrate it. One thing I am dreading. One of the family members I had to disown. I had to disown 2 of my sisters and my mother. And I'm not the only person who's seen things go downhill. Even whatever, that's a whole nother story. One of my sisters and I share the same father. My other 2 sisters, we have different dads. But one of the sisters I had to disown, she's going to be at my grandmother's birthday. She's actually the one that's, she's actually getting the party together. I think it's so wonderful that she treats her grandmother so nice and that she's getting a party together. But then at the same time, she's mistreating me and falsely accusing me of something so horrific, something that I went through when I was 16. And she hasn't even given me a chance to explain my side of the story. So it hurts. But I'm not going to be there when the party starts. I'm going to be there probably an hour or 2 after it starts because it hurts. And I don't want to talk to my sister about the drama and crap on my grandmother's birthday. That's not the right day to do it. It's my grandmother's day. If I see my sister, we have some talking to do. I don't want to see her until I'm ready to talk to her. And right now, even though it's been a little over 2 months now, it's been almost 3 months really, I still don't want to see her. So it's that hurtful. But I'm trying to stay positive. I start a new job tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. But I have gone behind on bills. So again, if you please buy a mystery box for me, please. Pretty, or a mystery bag. Anyways, this is 100% cotton. And it's double-sided. You start at the bottom. I chained 50 on this one because I used a 4mm hook, and this is a 4 worsted weight cotton yarn. You start at the bottom, and I just did 50, and then you crochet around and around and around and around and around, almost like you're making a bag, almost like you're making, so ignore the points. You start at the bottom, you go around, almost like you're making a bag. Then, when your ends get tall enough, you lay them flat diagonally, and then you seam it. It's kind of hard to show you once it's all seamed up. Let's see, this is pretty much where I started. So this is where I started, and I crochet around and around and around. So almost like you're doing a bag. And then when these two ends touch, when they touch and they're not overlapping, then that's when you can lay this flat on a flat surface, on a table, and then you could make sure it's not overlapping and make sure the two sides are touching, and then I just did a simple whip stitch. So this is where I started. And then on the other side, you can see the seam is the opposite way. Well, it's pretty much the same way, yeah. So this is the finishing seam. And then the way I started, the seam is almost the same. But both sides are diagonally, and it makes a really nice hot pad, or she can use this to pull stuff out of the oven with, or she could serve a hot plate on the table with this. And then I finally made her some coasters. Finally, this is 100% cotton. This is, what yarn did I use? I used Paint Box. I used Paint Box because they had the true crimson red that I want. Here's another example. This one is Peaches and Cream. Can you see the difference in the red? This one's just a little bit brighter, but this one is more of like a crimson apple red. I like the true crimson, like apple reds, not like the blood crimson red, but like the crimson apple, if there's a difference. But this is the bright red. It's a little bit, it has a little bit more pop. It's almost a little bit more neon. It's just brighter. And this one is crimson. So I hope you guys can see the difference there. My light's not, well, there we go. Turn my light on so you guys can see the difference. So anyways, I made 6 coasters. Let's see, where's the 6th one? Okay, so 2 coasters, 2 in red, and I got 2 multicolored, and then I got 2 in cream. So she has a variety. She can use 3 and do a mix and match, or she can pair them together. She's got 4 people at the table. And then, of course, if you got 6 people, you know. So I wanted to give her a variety. Her kitchen is red and cream. The cream colored yarn I used is one of my favorites. This is Peaches and Cream Stripey. This colorway is called Linen. I've showcased this before on my channel multiple times. I buy these at Walmart for like $1.97. It has a touch of cream, taupe, and gray in there. Very, very, very gorgeous colorway. That's the exact same yarn I used for this. So you can see how that yarn works up. A little bit of taupe and gray with that cream. And it's super soft. This yarn does not fuzz up at all. It is so soft, and it makes great towels. Great, great towels. Let's see. That's pretty much all the finished objects I have. I was going to show you the other skein of yarn that I like to get from Walmart. It's also Peaches and Cream Stripey. This colorway is called Lavender Meadow. And I love this colorway. It's one of my favorites. I think I've showed you guys this previously in one of my last videos. By the way, since it has been a little while since I've been on here, I wanted to thank you guys for subscribing. Anyone who's recently subscribed, thank you so much for being here and joining my channel. Hi, Raven. I have a box full of yarn I'm fixing to show you guys. I'm going to move the camera a little bit, so bear with me. I got these from my last job. These are little candy displays that those little egg candies come in. You can see. I'm not advertising for no company. This is not a sponsored video. This candy's really good, but I snagged the shelves as soon as they were emptied and cleaned out. I took the cardboard trays out that actually house the egg-shaped candies, and I keep yarn in here. I have some cotton. These are all of my sock yarns. Those are all my fruits yarns. Those rainbows on the bottom shelf, those are all my fruits yarns from Premier. And that gray yarn, let me show you what that gray yarn is about. This gray yarn I got on clearance from Hobby Lobby. It is called Hint of Silk, and it was $1.49 on clearance. It was reduced from $5.99. It's 85% bamboo, 15% silk. It is a number 4 worsted weight. I've never ever worked with this, and my idea is to make like a summer or like a springtime shawl and use this for the border, or to do like a mile a minute shawl and then use this to border each mile a minute strip and then join them together with this. So I could use like a mixture of like cotton, acrylic, and then I could use this to border them with and attach it together. I thought that would be really pretty. So these shelves are perfect for all my small skeins of yarn, like my sock yarn and all my cotton yarn. Here's the other side. These are extra spools of yarn that I can use to show you guys stitches, and I'm going to be doing some yarn crochet hook reviews, because that's one thing I've been lacking on. I've got like 3 or 4 different sets of hooks I need to do reviews on. I have not had the space set up to be able to do that, but now I do, because I have yarn here I can use to make some granny squares with and to test these hooks with. Got different size weights to work with. There's baby twist and just some regular acrylics, and then a lot of my cotton yarns and just some extra. There's some Alara down there. I got 4 little spools of Alara in the colorway purple. It's almost like a little miniature store. I can go shopping when I need cotton yarn. And this is a spool of Premier Just Cotton. Premier Just Cotton is amazing to work with. This is 85 cotton, 15% acrylic. This barely fuzzes at all. It's super soft. It's actually, in my opinion, it's a little bit more absorbent than the Peaches and Cream. So if you want something that's extra absorbent, get Premier Home Cotton. If you want something that's softer, if you make like a baby changing pad, this would be perfect. You can mix this up with an acrylic strand of yarn, mix this in together. That's what I do to make baby changing pads. Or you can make a dress or a beach cover up with these, kitchen cleaners, house cleaning rags, all kinds of stuff. So I have that. And I got some little spools of ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I thought these were gorgeous. Look how sparkly these are. There's like green and gold and red sparkles in there. A little tiny bit of like sunfire yellow and orange in there. It's gorgeous. I thought about maybe doing like decorative strips on this shelf. Okay, so I'm going to move the camera again, so bear with me. I'm going to show you guys this shelf I just put together. So bear with me. Here we go. We're moving. We're moving. We're moving. We're moving. You guys will never believe what this shelf is made out of. Give you one guess. Guess what these shelves are made out of. Here's a hint. Yep. Those are some of my mystery boxes that I've been trying to sell. I have a whole stack of them right there by the door, and I have like 4 mystery bags on top. I've got more mystery bags than that, though. Believe me, I've got all this yarn in here. Believe me. Anyways, I'm gonna move this back some more. See if I can show you the whole gist of my shelf. Well, I may have to move you some more. Let's start from the top. So here's my mushroom. The mushroom that I crocheted up in the 50/50 cotton acrylic ice cream scoop yarn or whatever from I bought it from Hobby Lobby, but you can order it from Premier. Or no, that was Lion Brand. That's Lion Brand ice cream scoop yarn. It's this yarn right here. Just get it out and show you. It's Lion Brand. I'm sorry, I lied. That's not Premier. This is Lion Brand. Sorry guys, bear with me. I just made a mess. Cotton blend. Ice cream. Yep. 3.5 ounce skeins, 100 grams, 225 yards, 206 meters, 47 cotton, 53 acrylic, 4 worsted weight yarn. That's what I used for that mushroom. Ain't it pretty? And then that's a yarn hook review. And that pink box, that's a hook review I'm going to do. And these are extra little things of yarn. Stuffing. I keep all my little bits and scraps. And these are extra spools and little balls of yarn that I have left over from mostly working from the knitting loom and stuff. Let me fix this real quick. Pretty much all this yarn right here, this is all of my Lion Brand ice cream scoop yarn. My original plan was to make a small rainbow lap blanket for all of my sisters, but now that I've had to disown 2 of them, I'm making a blanket for me, and anything I have left over will be either donated or sold, or I'll make another rainbow blanket for another kid, because I have other friends who have babies from time to time, and I can make baby stuff for them too. So I will always find uses for my yarn if I don't donate or sell or give away. These I got from on clearance. This is Bernat Casa. I got these for $2.99 a skein. They are originally $12. 78 polyester, 22% acrylic, 170 yards, 155 meters. It's a bulky 6. I don't generally work with yarns that are more than a 5 weight. And I don't generally work with yarns that are lower than a 3 weight. However, this is a gorgeous color scheme, and since my grandmother likes the browns and the taupes and the beige colors, and it goes with the red in her house, I was going to make like a round pillow. I was going to crochet a circle, 2 circles, and I was going to start at 1 circle and crochet around and around and around and around. Just make like a round, long pillow and then get some stuffing. And I think this would be perfect to make that. I think 1 skein will be enough because it's just going to be thick enough to use for like to put underneath your knees, or to put around your neck, or to put underneath your arm, something like that. So I got 2 skeins since they were both on clearance, but I think 1 will be enough. That acrylic yarn I showed you guys, I'm gonna make this purse out of, because I want to see how the color effect goes in it. These are all cakes, and I've got whisper lace. This is Premier Fruits yarns. I got the blueberry, the banana, the dragon fruit, the watermelon. This one is Premier Sweet Rolls. I've never worked with the sweet rolls, but these were given to me to make a baby blanket, and if it won't be for my nephew, it'll be for another baby in the future. I got 2 skeins of these because I love the sparkly color. I like these light mauves and grays mixed together, so I wanted to make a shawl and just to see how it turned out. I don't think I would wear these colors, but some colors I just want to work up and see how they turn out. Plus this yarn is so soft. This is a 3 weight. 98% acrylic, 2% metallic polyester, which is the sparkle. It's a 3 weight. The colorway is called Nova. 328 yards, 300 meters. Here's the color, how it works up. Moving, so you guys can see the color scheme on the label. Okay, I'm going to put you guys back down. And I'm going to move this down so I can show you guys the rest of my yarn. This is from Joann's. I bought 2 colors. This is Willow Shawl and Seashell Collage. It's a 4 worsted weight yarn. They're 157 yards a piece. I got 6 skeins, 3 in each color. I just wanted to make a stitch, like a lacy shell stitch scarf. Well, kind of like a beach scarf, you know. 2, 4, maybe about 550 yards, give or take, maybe just a smidge more. I think that'll be enough for like a small beach time or spring shawl. So I got 2 colors. I got like a beachy color and like kind of like a carnival rainbow color. So whichever one I like best, I'll keep. The other one I'll give away or something. I've got lots of other yarns in here. Rainbow yarns. A 2 weight yarn that I'll probably use for sock yarn. Or I'll work them up together. I'm not sure. gray and white yarn I got from Ice Yarns. I got 4 donuts and 4 donuts in each pack. I got 2 packs, and I was gonna make like I want to make like a lacy V. I want to use the V stitch. I want to make a V-neck scarf. No, a V-neck sweater, but I want to use the V stitch. So I think 8 little donuts of yarn. This is of worsted weight acrylic. It's 90% acrylic, 10% wool. So with a small amount of wool, this is machine washable and dryable. But anyways, I don't buy yarn unless I have an idea of what I'm going to use it for. It's very, very seldom though that I buy yarn that I just have to have just because of the colorway. That's actually what happened with this. I was so in love with the purple and the taupe. I've literally had this yarn on my shelf for 2 years, and literally just this past 2 weeks, I finally figured out what I wanted to make with the yarn, and it was that stitch that I was telling you that I found on Krista's channel at the Secret Yarnery that I wrote a pattern for. So, and then this is all clearance that I bought from Hobby Lobby. Arabella yarn bee and yarn that's very similar to homespun. This is Fireside. 2 skeins of the rainbow. I'm going to make like a V. I'm going to make like a scarf, I think, with this. This is going to be like a lacy stitch because this is a wavy yarn. There's one strand of it right there. So you see how wavy that is? And it's, of course, you've got more than one color, more than 2 colors in one spot on the strand of yarn. So with this kind of yarn, it's easier to work up lace stitches so that you can see your stitches easier. And working inside the V stitches instead of the stitch itself, you just work inside the one. It's like it's a chain 1 space that you pretty much work into, and it's so much easier to find your stitches. And then down here I've got bulky weight yarns. These are all 5 weight yarns, and this is a bulky, like kind of like t-shirt cotton. I'm sorry, you guys can't even see that. This is like t-shirt cotton yarn right here. It's really thick and really heavy. I got 2 of these from Ice Yarns to make a rug for my kitchen, and I have yet to do that. So that's a color that I like, with the color mauve in it. It's got cream and mauve in it. They don't have this anymore on Ice Yarns. I don't know if they have any more of any of these colors. But this is called Upcycled Fabric 600. If you just type in upcycled fabric, you might be able to find some. But I bought that to make like I said, a floor rug for my kitchen. And I got 2 skeins of this. That's just going to be another large winter shawl. And I have cottons down here, cotton yarns, sock yarns, worsted weight acrylic I want to make like a campfire cardigan out of, and some other yarns and stuff that are hand washable. And this is a bulky yarn that I wanted to use for my floor rug in the bathroom. But I wanted to mix this up with a creamy cotton and a creamy acrylic, so that way I can, the rug will be extra thick. I wanted to work with like 4 or 5 strands of yarn for my bathroom rug to make it super, super thick and cushiony. Because the bathroom rugs that I have in there, like, let's face it, not a lot of people know this. When you buy just plain Jane original bath mats, if you go to Walmart or Target or some store like that, Big Bath & Beyond might even have them. They have like the rubber bottoms underneath so that they don't slip and slide against across the floor, right? Those are machine washable and dryable. Some people don't think they are, but they just test out a smaller piece instead of like a bigger piece. Just test it out with your towels. I wash the floor mats by themselves separately. If I wash a small piece, then I wash a huge bath towel with it, or a pair of shoes with it, or something like that. But they're machine washable and dryable. They get a lot of the dirt out and stuff. I've even stripped them in my bathtub, and that helped a lot. They do have stains on the underside of them because, you know, they're slippery. They're rubber grips. So you can't get stains out of those. So that's why I wanted to crochet a new rug instead of buying a new rug. I've got all this yarn. Well, I just make one, save my money. I think that's all I have for now. That's really all I've been doing. I haven't been making anything else really. I've been I've been doing a lot of purging. I got rid of four giant bags full of stuff. You know those big paper bags you get from like the department store? Those really big paper bags you get when you go shopping? Not like the grocery size bags, but like the big ones. I filled 4 of those bags with all kinds of crap. Electronics, old CD cases, not the cheap plastic ones, but like the a zip around case you can put like a whole crap load of movies in. I got rid of one of those. I got rid of clothes, kitchen stuff, just any little bitty things that are in brand new condition, things that are thrift store quality, even better than thrift store quality. I just left them. I left them in a public area, and so people can get what they want. You can leave what you don't want, and everybody's happy. So that's all I've got. Oh, this shelf too. I'm going to tell you the shelf. I pretty much just put these back to back, and I used clear packaging tape, and I secured them together. Then on the bottom, I put caster wheels on them, so you can see how it slides around on the floor. On one side again is my stock yarn, and the other side is pretty much most of my cotton yarn. And once I organize it some more, I'll have some spare crochet hooks in here, so that when I do tutorials and stuff, I can use the top. I can use the top part as a table, and then I'll have all my gear and stuff just right here and handy on the shelf. So I'm really excited about that. I can move it around my entire apartment. I can use whatever I want on it. It's great. And I think another good thing about it is too, if I ever don't use this shelf anymore, I can give it to one of the kids and they can put their toys on it, or they can keep their school supplies in it at home, or just whatever, anything and everything. I think that's all I've got for now, guys. I really mainly just wanted to chit chat with y'all and show you what I've been up to. I'm doing okay. I have gotten a few emails from you lovely ladies, and I thank you so much for checking up on me. Again, I'm so sorry that I have not been around, but I've made a lot of progress in my home. I made a lot of progress in my life. I made a lot of progress on staying positive and moving forward in my life. And I still have so much to look forward to, and I have so many blessings that I'm thankful for. I just pray that one day in the later future, my sisters will come around and see reason, because I know that some of the things that happen are completely false. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Again, I will be having a giveaway next month, so stay tuned for that. And that's going to be for my subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. And if nothing else, give me a like on the video, please. That would really help me out, help my channel out. And spread the yarny love one stitch at a time. So again, thank you guys for being here, and I missed you guys. I just missed you guys. I might just sit here for another minute and just yibber yabber. You can go if you want to. I don't know, I'm not quite done. I'm still in retail. That's the job I'm starting tomorrow. Still in retail on the other side of town. And so looking forward to it. I'm getting paid. I think I'm getting paid just about the same amount of money, if not maybe just a smidge more, in fact. It's a different shift. It's going to be different. It is a shift that I've done before. It's a little bit difficult, but I'll get reused to it. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. Oh, I get a discount too. My last company I was working for, I did not get a discount. I get a discount with this company. I get 10%. And I shop there all the time anyways. And I shop there online sometimes. So it's a win-win. And let's see what else. I haven't been swimming yet. I love to go swimming, but I have not been. There have been several days I wanted to go jump in. Even at 5 o'clock today, I went down to the street and got a bottle of Sprite, and I had to get some candy. I haven't had candy in like 2 weeks. And I was watching that 70s show. I love that 70s show. These kids are always talking about candy. Candy this, candy this, candy. You know what? I need to get some candy. Dang it. I'm already eating all the candy I got from Maria. Hi, Maria. She sent me the snack box several months back with all that Harry Potter candy in it. That didn't last more than a few days. My girl pal and I just ate it all up. My scooter broke. The throttle on my scooter broke, and my brother was here earlier. He is extremely mechanically inclined. Any car problem I have, I go to him or my dad. He's taken it half apart, and there's a little bitty piece of plastic inside the throttle that broke apart. If any of your husbands know about the throttle on an electric scooter, or a throttle on any electric device, the whole throttle needs to be replaced. Since I've spent $400 on my scooter, I really, really hope the company sends me a replacement without me having to pay for it. If nothing else, I've already looked online. The replacement part is like $10 to $15. No big deal. I'll pay that and I'll wait for it to get shipped. And then as soon as it arrives, my brother will come back and he'll put it together for me. So in the meantime, I'm going to have to walk, but it's good exercise. It's good for your heart. Yes, it is really hot outside. Yes, I do. I use an umbrella. No, I'm not ashamed to use the umbrella because it actually keeps me 15 degrees cooler. I don't have to sweat my A as much off, so I totally don't mind walking down the street in broad daylight, full sun and all, with an umbrella. Okay, kiss my tail. I'm doing what I gotta do to stay cool and hydrated. I've seen people make fun of people with umbrellas. Like, it's funny. I used to have an umbrella that I would put on my head, those umbrella hats, and it was multicolored, the red, white, blue, and yellow, and I used to wear it on my tricycle. I was like 5 and 6, maybe up to about 7 years old. I had one of those. Yeah. And the only reason I had one of those was because of the movie Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, man. It was kind of like in the middle of the movie where Beetlejuice comes up. It's after she calls him, and it's like a circus arena, and Beetlejuice has this carousel hat, and the carousel's kind of spinning, and I saw like the multicolors on the carousel top and everything. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And the best thing my family could do is get me an umbrella hat. So that's the only reason I had one of those. So I just thought I'd add that in there, make myself laugh, maybe make you chuckle, right? Raven's given up. She's been trying to get me to get her tuna, but her new dinner time is between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock now in the evening, and that's when she's getting her tuna. I've left her nibbles. I give her little dry usual nibbles and stuff, and I give her morning treats. I gave her a soft treat a couple of hours ago just because she was literally sitting in the kitchen for like an hour. I was running back and forth doing laundry and organizing, throwing trash away, wiping stuff down, mopping the floor, cleaning shoes, back and forth to laundry. Raven's just sitting there in the kitchen, looking at me. I'll look back in there. She's just kind of sitting there, perched up right there on the floor, right next to her fruit bowl. Like, I'm sorry, Raven, it's now your dinner time. I continue doing my chores. But I am chored out since I have I've not worked in, today's Thursday, 11 days. It's been 11 days since I've went to work. So I've been treating it like vacation time, unpaid vacation time. But I have done so much cleaning and so much purging. I'm proud of myself. I've been staying busy. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go back to work. I have to go shower and get my bag ready. Because I pretty much have a full shift tomorrow. It's not just orientation, it's a full shift. So I gotta get prepared for that. So, okay, enough chit-chatting. It's been a long enough video here. Yeah, 45 minutes just about. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go now and get back to whatever you guys have to do. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and catching up with me. Leave some little comments down below if you want to do any little tidbits of catching up with me. Send me an email if you want to. I really love it when you guys email me and stuff. And again, email me if you want to buy a mystery box, ravenscrochet21@gmail.com. And then I also have mystery bags. I will leave a tutorial link for JaydaNStitches tutorial on this purse. I literally used 200 yards, two different colors of yarn, You literally only need 2 skeins. Because you're working with both of these at the same time, you only need about 200 yards. That's literally all I used for this whole bag. And it took 3 hours. So it's super easy if you need a quick gift. I always feel like I have more to show you guys. I'm like looking at all my yarn. Like, is there anything else that they would care to see? I did stack some more yarn back here. These are bulky yarns. Premier Puzzle yarns and Savor and Premier and Red Heart for an acrylic blanket I'm going to be working on. I don't know when. Those are both yarns for blankets. I don't know when I'm going to do those, but whatever. I love you guys. I'm going to go now, okay? Bye. Mwah.